Thank you all so much. It is a true pleasure to be here. And I know politicians say that a lot, but this time I really mean it. And, I was not born in this country, right? I'm a naturalized citizen. My family earned the right to become United States citizens. And one thing that when I was growing up, as I was learning about it in school, as we were being taught it in college, whatever else, one thing that always made me feel good was this idea that America is a melting pot, was this idea that we, unlike every place in the world, are a nation of great diversity, a society of everyone. A society where everyone is an other, right? We all come from different places, have different backgrounds. Some have a little more power than others. Some have different languages. Some have different thoughts and philosophies. But while we have not always lived up to the ideal that we are an inclusive society, right? And we have done wrongs in the past. But the idea that we strive for a better future, the idea that we strive for greater perfection, the idea that we can get together while we may never be able to obtain perfection, that journey, that path, that walk with each other to try to attain perfection, that's beauty. That beauty truly reflects God. That beauty of us, while we may not always be able to get there, that we make efforts between good people of conscience, that we say we don't understand each other well, but let's try. Let's try to bridge the divide. Let's try to make our society better than it was before. That's what warms my heart. That's what makes me hopeful for the future. That's what makes me so proud to be an American. Where we say we are proud of our differences, but we are also proud of our unity. And this event, this organization, the people in this room, in efforts to learn from each other, in efforts to say we have more similarities than differences. That is what makes America great. It's not weapons, it's not money, it's not power, it's us. The people in this room, this is why America is great and will continue to be great. And so I applaud all of you for being here to have this discussion, a discussion that is long overdue, right? What does it mean to be a person of faith? And shameless plug, if you watch the podcast that I helped record, we talk about that a lot, to say like, look, what happened? For me, I grew up in a Southern Baptist church, which I kind of joke about. That's kind of the reason why I don't go to church anymore. Sorry, Southern Baptists. And part of my personal frustration is feeling like as I was growing up, I was taught all these things that what we should be and what we should how we should treat each other. And then when I became an adult, I looked around and was like, people don't do that. So I personally felt like why am I here? So I think, this conversation, to have this talk about what does it mean to be people of faith? What does it mean when our scriptures, when our writings, when our philosophies say we should do these things, but in society, it all gets washed away? How do we conform that to a life of faith? And I think that's an important discussion, and it's a discussion that we need to have, and it's a discussion I'm glad we are having, and I'm glad that you are here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for warming my heart. Thank you for being great Americans, and thank you for you.